Have you ever asked yourself, how did this happen? How did a desert city in the middle of one of the world's most conservative and historically dangerous regions become this? A glittering skyline, billions in foreign investment, and one of the fastest growing hubs for trade, finance, and tourism in modern history.
Dubai.
Move to Dubai. Dubai open.
Radical Islam.
World's richest.
Substantially over $10 trillion.
As the world's #1 destination for migrating millionaires.
Long before the skyscrapers and luxury malls, Dubai was a small fishing and pearl diving village on the Arabian Peninsula. In the early 19th and 20th centuries, the British Empire established a presence in the Persian Gulf region, primarily to protect their trade routes to India and maintain regional stability. Dubai itself was a small but strategically located port on the Gulf Coast, where merchants could stop, resupply, and trade. Ships sailed from Britain around Africa's Cape of Good Hope, then through the Arabian Sea and into the Persian Gulf region. Dubai became part of what was known as the Trucial States, a series of informal protectorates under British oversight. They mainly discouraged large-scale conflict and piracy, encouraging small ports like Dubai to become safe trading hubs. By the time the British formally ended their protectionist status in 1971, Dubai was poised for transformation. The discovery of oil in the 1960s and 1970s gave the city the capital to begin ambitious infrastructure projects. The UAE had some oil, but nowhere near the reserves of Saudi Arabia or Kuwait. And Dubai's leaders knew something very, very important. Oil runs out. So they went for a different model, a model not based on resources, but on positioning. Dubai sits at a geographical sweet spot between Europe, Asia, and Africa. That means that shipping routes, air traffic, and trade can all funnel through here. In fact, Dubai International Airport is one of the busiest airports in the world. Think of it like the Singapore in the Middle East. The challenge? The region's legal system, rooted in Sharia law. Western banks, multinational corporations, and high net worth individuals needed something more predictable and more familiar. This is where the special economic zones come in. Essentially, Dubai's government carved out pockets of the city, like the Dubai International Financial Center, and essentially said, inside here, the rules are different. And not just slightly different, radically different. In these zones, you can have 100% foreign ownership of a company. You can operate under English common law, not Sharia law, which means Western-style contracts, precedent-based court rulings, and no restrictions on interest-bearing loans or derivatives. You pay no personal income tax, none. Alcohol is available, dress codes are relaxed, and public behavior rules are closer to Western norms. Disputes are resolved in separate courts entirely, like the DIFC courts, that function like they're in London, not the Middle East. And here's one more thing. You don't have to be a billionaire to get in on this. For somewhere in the 10,000 to 15,000 AED range, which equates to roughly around 2,700 to 4,100 USD, you can get a freelance visa valid for multiple years. This visa lets you live and work in Dubai without a corporate sponsor, something cities like New York, London, Tokyo, or Singapore simply don't allow. Lose your job in the US, and you lose your visa. In Dubai, you be your own boss, especially in sectors like tech, media, or education. In 2024, nearly 9,000 millionaires moved here, the largest inflow of wealthy residents anywhere in the world except Sydney. 85 to 90% of Dubai's population is foreign-born, mostly from South Asia and the Philippines. Dubai now ranks #1 globally for greenfield foreign investment projects, #4 for skyscraper density, and #7 for the most visited city on Earth. And it's not just oil funding this. Today, Dubai's wealth comes from trade, finance, logistics, real estate, and tourism, all powered by this SEZ model. And speaking of skyscrapers, Dubai has built almost 190 skyscrapers since the year 2000, compared to London, who's only built 23. It now has over 270 buildings taller than 150 meters, and multiple super talls under construction, some set to break the 400-meter mark. this isn't just about real estate, it's a message. The skyline is the marketing campaign. It says, we are rich, we are modern, and we are open for business. When you think of Dubai's global image, one logo stands out above all, Emirates Airline. But Emirates isn't just an airline. It's one of the world's most powerful marketing machines, carrying the UAE's brand to millions of people every day through massive sports sponsorships. You can see the Emirates logo everywhere, on the jerseys of soccer giants like Arsenal, Real Madrid, and AC Milan. It's splashed across stadiums and advertising boards. In 2024, Emirates took its partnership even further, becoming the official global airline partner of the NBA. Courtside branding at NBA games broadcast the UAE's name to basketball fans across the globe. Emirates also sponsors cricket and rugby tournaments, especially in regions with large expat communities. Through these partnerships, Dubai and more broadly the UAE is able to market their country for tourism, attracting millions of visitors and solidifying their place on the world stage. But Emirates isn't the only way Dubai builds its global brand. Golf has been a pillar of Dubai's sporting identity for decades, with the prestigious Dubai Desert Classic putting the city on the European tour map. The events drew some of golf's biggest names, reinforcing Dubai's role as a premier destination for luxury sport tourism. Together, these sponsorships and events do more than entertain. They broadcast Dubai's story as a modern, cosmopolitan hub, attracting millions of visitors and solidifying its place on the world stage. So next time you see the Burj Khalifa piercing the clouds, remember, it's not just a symbol of wealth. It's a monument of how law, strategy, and vision can build an empire in the sand.